So I've been mentioning the pillars, and one of the things that before I start to talk about the pillars is I think a lot of times students join Alpha Lambda Delta for a myriad of reasons. Some don't want to get involved, and that's okay. Some just want the recognition, they want to put it on their resume, and they don't necessarily want to get that involved, or they think they don't, at least at first, or they just don't always want to come to events and meetings. But that's like hopefully not as many as the students who will come. I think the reason that students will get engaged and a motivation for them to be engaged in your chapter is if you can sort of articulate these 5 pillars and program around the pillars. Now, it's not required that chapters have to do, 3 of each or 6 programs a year. Or there are no numbers. There's no rules and regulations around what you do with your chapter. But I'm hoping that this 101 session tonight and knowing about these 5 pillars will really just help put context to the chapter. Okay, so we've got all these students that joined, they got inducted, they got a certificate and a pin. Like, now what? Now what are we supposed to do with them? What are we supposed to be about? What's our identity on campus? What are we supposed to do? So that's the reason for the 101 and these 5 pillars, is just to give you a sense of, oh, okay, we could do a program with each other and or offer it to the entire university on such and such a topic. So the pillars are to guide you in that way. So the first one is academics. So we're an academic honor society. That's sort of the number one reason you're all in college, is to get a degree. So ALD recognizes students who did well their first semester, and that's great, but we're hoping that ALD membership can help students continue that academic success. So for some students, they really struggled their first year, first semester, but they buckled down, they took advantage of all the university had to offer, and they did really well. And maybe some think, oh, I don't know if I can do that again, or they get imposter syndrome and not really confident they can continue. But ALD can be a nice niche for them, or a place for them to come together, support each other as members of Alpha Lambda Delta, to work towards continuing that. Maybe have a goal of graduating with a cumulative 3.5 or above. You don't get kicked out of Alpha Lambda Delta if your GPA drops below the minimum that got you into it, the honor society to begin with, which is 3.5. But it's nice to, as a chapter, maybe work towards supporting the continued academic success of your members and serving as role models for your next group of incoming freshmen each year. So that could take so many different ways that you could do academic programs. Bring someone into a meeting and have a time management workshop. Talk about time management, how to balance academics and part-time jobs and social life and everything else. Just get together to study. That picture there at the bottom left is a librarian. So go to your library, find a librarian to come to a meeting and talk about how to write a research paper. Like, what are the tips and tricks for getting credible sources at the library for writing a research paper? Go to your academic support center and find someone to come to a gathering of your members and talk about study skills or test taking strategies, how to do well academically, how to continue doing well academically. Speaking of the library, I think that AI and ChatGPT and that hot topic is something that maybe is very relevant for ALD. Is maybe bring someone in to talk about that and how to be careful about not having robots write your research papers. That would be, I think, a fascinating topic. The other very popular thing that Alpha Lambda Delta chapters do around academics is a lot of stuff during finals week, midterms or finals. So this is a very popular ALD chapter activity, so you might want to think about that, but just doing something during final time, you hand out candy. I don't know if you could read that. Put on your smarty pants. Motivating little things that chapters could do among the student population. Take a breath and do your best. Little candy things, bubble wrap thingies, just something fun during finals to promote ALD, make it branded with ALD, but help motivate students to do well. Of course, who doesn't love a cute puppy dog? So that's a popular AL activity, is pet therapy and bringing in animals. And then just general final stress relief. The second theme pillar is scholarships. So all I could say here is talk to your members, and you yourselves should be pursuing this, but talk to your members and have information for them about how to go after money. There is a lot of money, millions of dollars being given away by many organizations, including Alpha Lambda Delta. So make sure that your members know about the scholarships that we offer as members, and other external scholarships. Your university probably has a scholarship office or someone on campus, financial aid office, or somebody there on your campus who helps students identify scholarships, apply for scholarships, and win scholarships. So that could be a great program to have with your chapter at any point throughout the year. The third theme or pillar is service. So lots of students love to give back. Service, community service can be anything that you want it to be in your communities. There could be a park across the street, or a river you want to clean up, or elderly living nearby and you want to rake their leaves for them. Habitat for Humanity, soup kitchens, whatever it is that you want to do that's important to you, that you're passionate about. We do offer a theme every year, and we'll provide some resources around that theme. We do not have the resources gathered yet, but the theme this year for ALD is mental health and well-being. So you don't have to program around that theme, but we'll give some ideas for that. Lauren, I've already forgotten to prompt for discussion. I'm going to go through the next two. Once I get on a roll, I can just talk forever. I'm going to go through the next two pillars because there's 5, and then I'm going to prompt you guys. I'm curious if y'all already have a program you do around any of those 5 pillars, if you would be willing to just share it quickly, just in case there's some ideas we can share. So give that some thought. Okay. 4th pillar is career development, and this includes leadership and career readiness skills. So this is really important, I think, for all ALD members. You want to help them develop through professional development opportunities, leadership skill development, helping students be ready for careers, for internships, for job interviews. So this could be quite a few different kinds of programs and events on your campus. Have someone come in and give a talk on public speaking skills and how to be comfortable public speaking. Team building. Bring someone from the Career Center to talk about resume writing and cover letters, or internship programs. And then don't forget about the membership benefit from Alpha Lambda Delta, which is an online self-paced leadership development course. If you complete 10 out of 12, you'll be certified. You'll be considered ALD Lead certified, and your name goes on our website. It's a really great program. Free, comes with your membership, self-paced. So you can take the next 2 years to do it. Each course of the 12 takes less than an hour, probably even a half. I think they're just some you can get through in a half an hour. So it's not a big time commitment, but they're very useful and popular. Okay, last but not least for the pillars is belonging. And what this really means is helping to make sure that you're an inclusive chapter, that students feel like they belong, not only in the chapter, but at your university or college, that there's a place for them, that it's an identity, possibly, and that they can make friends. And I think the message here is that Alpha Lambda Delta on your campus doesn't have to be that serious all the time. It doesn't have to have a topic, that a speaker and a lesson. It doesn't have to have a lesson learned every time you get together. You could just get together for fun. Just do fun things. Go hiking, watch a movie, game night. I'm going to have a picture of game night. Go to a sports event on your campus. Just have fun, be social, but be welcome. Okay, so let me pause there and open it up. Does anybody want to share anything that they do on their campus that you think fit any of the 5 pillars that has been successful for you? You can put it in chat too.
At my school, we have ice cream socials.
There you go. Ice cream.
Like it was definitely like an introduction that like thank you for coming again and just getting to know everyone for like new inductees and old.
Yep.
We're also thinking about putting goat yoga. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's just
Oh
yoga with
yes. I love
baby, yeah, with baby goats
that.
all over us. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So ice cream social, in fact, there's a picture of one of ice cream. Food, just by the way, food, 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 food. Have food at everything, even if it's packaged snacks, ice cream, pizza, sandwiches, cookies, cake. I'm there for all of it. So food is key. And then goat yoga, hilarious. Goat yoga is awesome. Yeah. Thanks. Who else?
My
Yeah.
my chapter does study halls around midterms and finals.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So book a space somewhere in the library or somewhere on campus and just have students gather together to study together and whatnot. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Anyone else? Good. So those are 2 good examples. Just looking for unmuting. 2 good examples, one academic and one social belonging. Great. And welcoming. Yeah. Okay. If you are looking for ideas, Lauren's going to put in chat the link to our ideas page. So this is chock full of what other chapters, not only other chapters, but award-winning chapters. So lots of ideas that you can steal and borrow and make your own. That's what this is all about, is learn from what other chapters are doing, adopt something that maybe hits home with you, and adapt it, for your own purposes and for your own school. So check out the ideas page on our website.